Hey, this is Leon Poe, man. You listening to Causeway Street Podcast.
What's up, y'all? This is Kenny Anderson. Y'all listen to the Causeway Street Podcast.
For all you new listeners out there, I'm your host, Josue Pavone. I'm joined as usual by my two co-hosts.
I'm Sean Dutra. What's up?
Yeah,
like
talk
long
about
walks
yourself.
on the bee.
There you go. Joel Pavone. What up?
I'm a Pisces. The most romantic.
It leads off with that.
The most romantic sign in all the zodiac.
Oh,
If you couldn't tell by my voice already.
oh,
Sexy.
But I'm the producer of this ensemble that we call Causeway Street. In case you missed it.
Hey, Bill Walton here, Celtics 1986. You're listening to the Causeway Street Podcast. Yeah, come here for nothing but the truth. This is where dreams come true. Thank you, Boston, for my life.
where are we going?
You guys are such homers.
It's your boy Terry Rozier. You're listening to the Causeway Street Podcast. Now listen to my boys Joe, Sway, Joel, and Sean.
A little bit of a seed I'm going to plant is if Gordon Hayward looks like the way he looks in the preseason and the regular season, we're going to have a problem.
All right, another episode of the Causeway Street Podcast. Josue Pavone here. Sean Dutra, Joel Pavone. I mean, this is your favorite Celtics podcast. And we got a really good episode for you. We got plenty of reaction from
Damn
the
good episode.
3 preseason games on the Boston Celtics. We'll see what Sean and Joel think, because I personally don't think the sky's going to fall here, but they're more on the Brad Stevens side.
Cuddy.
Right, guys? You guys are more on the Brad Stevens side?
I'm a little bit on
Not
the Brad
impressed.
Stevens side. I enjoyed what Brad Stevens said.
I mean, I enjoyed it, but I'm not like
Loved it.
concerned about this team, especially heading into the regular season. Joel, where are you at?
I'm not concerned, but I would like to see some good basketball at some point.
Yeah, it's pretty ugly.
No,
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree with
we'll
that.
get right into it. I mean, what did Brad Stevens say? You got the quote?
Yes, he said that this team sucks. No, he didn't say that. He said it's the most unimpressed 3 preseason games that he could ever see.
So this is Brad Stevens
That's
The most
throwing
unimpressed he's ever been.
just
he's paraphrasing me.
Yeah, I'm
just
He also didn't say his team sucks. He didn't say
lassoing in the squad, man. Like, he probably let him play. Like, yeah, you guys are awesome all through training camp. Oh, you think you got it? You got it? Yeah, let's go. Preseason comes, they suck. He goes, you guys gonna listen to me now? You know what I mean? I'm the coach of this team. I'm the one that's gonna get you anywhere. The whole reason why the squad is here is because of me.
You know what?
That's what he's thinking in his mind.
I don't think that's verbatim, but I think for to a certain extent, that's what he said. Because we got to remember, guys, this is the same coach that when the Celtics went on the 16-17 game winning streak after dropping the first 2 games of regular season, he was like, "This is probably not where we should be. Like,
But that's
we
what I'm
don't deserve to
saying.
be on this winning streak. We're
Like,
not
he's-
that good."
He's telling his team, I will bench Kyrie.
He has
to
a
prove a
way.
point.
Well,
He has a way to make them feel like whatever they're doing, whatever success they're having, it doesn't mean shit.
But
Yet.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
But
Like,
you know what?
that's it.
That's exactly my point. Because throughout that stretch, throughout that winning streak, he was pretty much telling his guys like, "A, we should not be on this winning streak. We're
Right,
lucky."
right.
Without flat out saying it, we're lucky to be on this winning streak. And B, this season we still got a long way to go
Exactly.
before
None
we're at where we
of
need
those
to be.
games were blowout games.
But I think Brad was loving the preseason, L's and shitty play, because he's like,
on the 40,
all the
43
hype,
point shots.
all the hype. And, you think you can just go out there and play and your talent will win you games. No, you need to commit to the system. Commit to the Brad Stevens system. And then you'll see what we saw last year.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Especially-
then you'll see what the Tatum of last year,
Right.
and the 16-game winning streak and all that stuff.
Well, I
Especially what they did on the defensive end. That's always been the bread and butter of Brad Stevens' system, the defense.
Well, I also think that a year ago, no one thought this team was a championship contending team. They thought they'd do pretty well, better than the year before. But this time around, because it's Game 7, obviously, of the Eastern Conference Finals without Hayward and Irving, now that their 2 are back, LeBron's obviously in the West. You don't want to get their heads all gassed, thinking that we're the end all be all of the Eastern Conference.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think there is something to be said for that. Because I think you look at the super teams that have been around, other than Golden State, which that was sort of a organic super team before Durant, right?
Yeah.
Like
When through the draft, I get
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when the Heat were formed and everyone. Celtics were
10 years
formed.
ago, yeah.
There was growing pain, little bit of growing pains, right? So I think Brad is like, yeah, this is great. I hope you lose all games in the preseason so I can shit all over you and then make sure that you guys are ready to go for the regular season. But I will say, I wouldn't be surprised at a slow start, like a 3-2 start to the season, and then everyone's sort of like, whoa, is this a 500 team? Whoa, what's going on? You know what I mean? Like I could see that happening, which I think would be a good thing for the Celtics. Like a good thing.
There's only 2 games at home for the month of October, and I know it's only 2 weeks of October, but that road trip, there's a 10
month?
There's almost a 2-week stretch.
Oh, what are we looking ahead?
A road trip.
Yeah, I know. What the hell?
Hey, I didn't mention any teams. Sean. Don't worry. We'll get that in. There's that 2-week stretch of being on the road. Boom, right at the beginning of the season. And that's going to be a big test because obviously heading on the road, a team that hasn't completely figured out their identity at this point, I mean, that's a challenging task for any team, let alone a team with so much high expectations heading into the regular season.
Well, that's a narrative nationally, right? How can Brad Stevens manage these quote-unquote egos? How is he going to divvy up these minutes so that everybody's happy? Like you said, the first 2 weeks of the season, month or so, is going to be like the test.
Larry Bird ain't walking through those doors, folks.
Okay,
Robert Parrish either.
Nah.
No. Kevin McHale?
No.
Maybe to announce a game, but I don't know if he's going to play.
That's about it.
Up. Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
We got Dan Greenberg from the Barstool Sports, not the Barstool Sports. Greeny's going to join us in a couple of minutes, but first things first, we got some housekeeping to take care of, right?
No,
fellas?
not housekeeping. This is major
news to announce.
Major news.
You know what? You listeners have been following us for quite some time now. Devout fans to the podcast.
some day one fans.
It's about time we reward you with a great opportunity.
It's been so long.
But first things first, let's get into one announcement. We have a couple, all right? First of all, season opener at TD Garden, live broadcast going down at the Harp. It's booked. It's official. Causeway Street will go live.
Hell yeah.
2 hours before tip off. The game's at 8. Join us at the Harp. And you're going to want to join us because you're going to have an opportunity to actually go to the game. We're giving away a pair of tickets.
What?
To the home opener at TD Garden.
Shit.
Celtics versus the Sixers. If you want to be in the house and you don't have tickets yet, here is your chance to win. Now,
And how much you got to pay for these tickets?
$0.
$3.com.
Free 99.
Boom, shakalaka.
And
They free.
the best part, or the second best part, I should say, is you get to meet us. All right, you get to meet us at the Harp. You claim your tickets, kick it with us for a little bit. We'll even give you some time on the mic if you want to. Of course, if you want to chill with us, you can have a beer or two with us and chill before you go to the Garden.
Shots
right across the street. Don't hang out with Sean too long because you'll be
blackout.
Yeah, pretty much before the game even starts.
Hell yeah.
Who knows what happens?
Hell yeah!
Spending too much time with Sean before a game
never ends well. Ask Tim about his 70-point Booker
I've been
game.
down that road. Yeah. That's the best example.
Buckets of beers flowing.
Yeah. If you ever meet a guy named Tim Tunis, ask him how that game was when he saw Booker drop 70 points.
A resident Suns fan.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But listen closely. Here's how you can win, all right? First, you have to subscribe to our podcast. Wherever you listen to Causeway Street, this excludes YouTube. Doesn't account, all right? Subscribe to our podcast. Take a screenshot to prove that you subscribe to us, and then you send the image on Twitter. Tweet it out to us, and you are automatically entered. Your name
at
Causeway Street. Entered to the contest at Causeway Street. Send us the picture. You are automatically entered, and we will go live on October 14th and announce the winner live on Twitter, live on Facebook.
Just days before the tip-off.
Days before tip-off. You're a winner. Come down to the Harp, claim your tickets, and you're going to the game. Simple as that. Right across the street from TD Garden.
You gotta have a drink with us, too.
October 16th, you will be claiming your tickets right across the street from TD Garden.
This is a mind-blowing contest because you don't have to do shit except subscribe
and listen,
and then tweet at us. Man, I may do that shit.
Yeah, Sean, don't rig this.
You're not allowed to enter, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
Put your burner accounts into the mix here, all right?
What about B-Ball Junkie?
Well, I mean, if B-Ball Junkie's listening.
If they want to,
nah.
Sure.
He's a big fan.
What made you think of that? I guess if they want to join, yeah.
Okay.
By all means. But yes, it is that simple.
But it is. Right. It's free tickets, opening night. You can't get them easier. Fuck trying to call into Sports Hub all day when they're going to be backed up. They give 7 pairs of tickets away. Oh, I can't get through. Guess what? You can get through here.
Yeah,
there's no hold time on Twitter.
Yeah.
Come on, subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Podcasts,
Wherever you listen to
wherever you listen to podcasts except YouTube, and just tweet at us.
Exactly.
Follow us, see the video, and then you're
send us
good.
The picture of the screenshot, and just like that, your name is automatically entered. And we'll do it live. We'll read all the names going into what we got, that bin. You still got that bin laying around?
Yo, I think I'm gonna have my 6-month-old son just
Have him
reach
pick the
into the
name?
name. I think we're gonna do
There you
that.
go.
Jordan's picking a name, bro.
We'll mix it up. We'll have Jordan pick out
if
the winner,
he's awake.
and we'll announce the winner live, just like that.
One more time. What should they do before you're able to enter in this contest?
So you subscribe to our podcast wherever you listen to Causeway Street. This excludes YouTube. All right, I don't want to see no screenshots of
Ain't no
a
YouTube.
YouTube episode. All right, no, you subscribe to anywhere that you listen to our podcast.
Anyway, you listen to Causeway Street Podcast.
Take a screenshot of it, and then you send that image to us. You tweet at us at Causeway Street on Twitter, and your name is automatically entered.
We got tickets, baby.
Just
and
like
the winner will be announced when?
October 14th. So this will be 2 days
Right before the
game.
Pats kickoff on October 14th. They play the
Boom.
Chiefs on 8:20. I think we're planning on doing this right around 7:30-ish.
We'll be live on all over social media.
And
right
if you
before Sunday night
win,
football.
and if you're like, oh, I'm gonna be at the game, and I'm not gonna be, don't worry, we're gonna DM you. We're gonna get this shit. If you just do the due diligence before.
we'll take care of the rest.
Now you cannot do this on October 14th. It has to be. We stop accepting entries on October 13th at 11:59.
or midnight. Yeah.
11:59. No, if it's midnight,
If your phone says October 14th, you're already eliminated.
you're already out. You are already
You're
out.
not in it anymore.
And this is Eastern Standard Time, right?
EST.
Oh yeah, we got it.
On October 14th.
We'll announce when the drawings close.
No,
be sending reminders out,
we'll
right?
just when we announce it on October 14th. So if you're doing the right thing, I would do it before October 14th.
Yeah.
Maybe we do it at midnight on
Just to
October
be
14th.
safe,
Maybe
Guys,
we do it
guys,
Sign
before.
up before
Guys.
the 14th.
There's rules for a reason. Come on. Stick with the rules.
They know rules.
All right, so
Yeah.
just like that. All right, Causeway Street listeners getting some rewards before the upcoming regular season.
We come a long way.
Yes, we have. All right, let's get to our guest of the podcast. He's Dan Greenberg of Barstool Sports. You can find him on Twitter at Still Greeny, motherfucking Greeny, on the Causeway Street Podcast. What's up, man? How's it going?
I'm doing well, guys. How you doing?
What's happening?
Oh, well, you know, Celtics giving me a mild heart attack, but other than that, things are good.
Yeah, see, Greeny's one of the few analysts out there that are really giving the Celtics a hard time here. You know, pretty much echoing
Him and
how
Stevens, right?
Brad Stevens felt. Yeah, exactly. Brad Stevens isn't too happy, but not just against Cleveland, not that game, but the entire preseason altogether. I mean,
Unimpressed.
unimpressed is the way he put it. The most unimpressed that he could possibly be in 3 preseason games. So I guess it runs pretty deep. I'm gonna let you have the floor here, Greeny, and step aside here. So tell me what's worrying you the most about what you saw, especially against the Cavs. I mean, we all know that Brad Stevens is not appreciating the defense much, but what else did you have to say about it? Because I'm looking at your article, and yeah, you're pretty fired up about this.
Yeah, but I think that it's very important that you make a clear distinction. I'm not worried in the slightest when it comes to how they're looking regular season. Are they really as good as what we think they are? Like, what we've seen through the first 3 games, I'm not worried about it. But I just think they played like dicks, and I think it's okay to be mad that they've come out and played really poor basketball. So I just want to make it clear, like, I saw a lot of people say, oh, Greeny, it's preseason, who cares? I mean, I care. I get upset when they look like shit in the summer league, let alone the preseason. I wouldn't say I'm panicked, but everything that we weren't expecting in terms of the sloppiness on defense, the inability to hit a jump shot. Like, for me, I don't really care that it's preseason. Like, I expect these dudes to be able to knock down an open shot when it's there for them, and they haven't done it. So I'm more just angry that they look so bad as opposed to, I'm not freaking out in terms of their regular season and postseason success. I think that's pretty fair because they've looked so horrific.
So seeing what we saw so far through the first 3 games of the preseason, I know you said you're not worried about the long-term season, but does this give you a little bit of, I don't know, a little bit of hesitation to say they're going to come out of the chute firing on all cylinders, or do you think a slow start could be in this team's future?
Well, it's tough to say because I think, once, for example, right, when they tip off against Philadelphia in the Garden in like 2 weeks, I think they're going to be so jacked up that we're not even going to be able to say, well, they look like crap during the preseason, so they may not be ready to play. So I don't know if you can say, based on how they look, if they've been ready, if they're going to be ready or have a slow start. But I will say I think it's good that they've sort of looked so bad now so that they don't really believe their own hype, read their own press. I think they'll be a little bit more mentally focused just because they've struggled. But then again, last year they were 4-0. They dropped the first two after losing Gordon Hayward and then won 16 in a row. So it's tough to say, but I just think if they were going to go through struggles, I'm glad it's happening now because, again, these games don't matter.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with Brad Stevens, especially, is just the defensive concerns, and then you look at a team like the Cavaliers. I mean, there were parts of that game where you thought to yourself, okay, you're down by 20, down by 25, but you look at these open looks that the Celtics were getting, you're seeing them not execute properly. You're seeing them give away easy plays. I think that's what's driving Stevens crazy. I don't think it is the final score per se, but I think it's just the amount of effort that he's not seeing from his guys. And then you saw him just pretty much take out those starters and just say, look, all right, second half, it's all up to you guys. We saw some bright spots for someone like Marcus Smart. He went off a bit offensively, but that was pretty much it. No one really got it going offensively. And of course, the Cavaliers, went away with the win. But of course, it's not even about the win at this point. It's just about the eye test and seeing the effort level.
See, I enjoy that they're sucking right now because you know why? It's just sort of like Brad Stevens is like, hold on, everybody. Like, I know we got Hayward back. I know we got this bench mob, everything. But at the end of the day, this is Brad Stevens' team. It's going to go the way Brad Stevens is going to do it. So he is instantly like eliminating the egos, getting control over the team right off the bat and says, you guys suck right now, pretty much. So I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm actually enjoying this. And I don't know.
Right. And I sort of put it in a blog after they lost to Charlotte. Now he can play that Belichick card of like, you all aren't as good as you think you are.
Right.
So it's sort of like what I saw last night was kind of what we saw in like the early Isaiah years where they couldn't make a shot, their body language sucked, and it sort of infected their defense, which was the exact opposite of what we saw last year where no matter what happened, they were always grinding on D, they were always playing with that high energy. So if anything, that's the quote-unquote concerning part is I feel like you could see that they were pressing once they weren't hitting their shots, and then that led to lazy transition defense. You had Teddy going coast to coast, and just things that, if we want to be as good as we want, we can't have happen. I think that's what Brad is going to be talking about.
My question's about Gordon Hayward. How do you think he's looked so far? I know he's a little bit slow out the gate, but do you think it's a good thing or he's going to need more time? Does he need to play more with the bench to kind of be like a leader out there? What do you think so far?
I mean, obviously you would like his shots to be falling, but I've actually been pleasantly surprised. I mean, for me, the biggest hurdles for him were, once he gets back onto the court, is he going to trust his ankle? Like, for me, like, the basketball stuff, that's going to come with minutes and getting into basketball shape. For me, I wanted to see what are his mental roadblocks. And I think the second we saw him go up for that trailing block, land on his left ankle, hit the floor, and pop right back up, that's about as good as you could want. So I don't really have any problems with it. I wouldn't move him with the bench unit or anything like that. I think, having him feel comfortable and figuring out how these guys are going to play with him on the starters is really important. But, everything basketball-wise, I'm throwing out the window. For me, it's just, is he healthy? Is he trusting his ankle? And obviously, I'd like to see him hit a jumper here and there.
Okay, to kind of piggyback off that, do you think the reason why Brad is not going to play Kyrie in the last preseason game is because he doesn't want his team to get a big head right now, and he's just like, all right, it's not all about just Kyrie or Gordon. Like, it's about the team. Do you think that plays a part, or he's just trying to bring him in slowly?
For me, I think it's more, he saw that Kyrie is ready to go. So I just think any opportunity that Brad has to buy these guys rest, I mean, there's no need for him. I think we saw enough after that second game against Charlotte where, like, he's ready to go. So, for me, let's get Smart incorporated more. Let's get Terry, back into the flow of things. But for me, I don't think that, like, he's saying, okay, we got to manage the egos, so let's not play Kyrie. I just think if it's unnecessary minutes, why even play him?
You know, Dan, after all the talk about being the best bench in the league from, Marcus Morris and Marcus Smart, I mean, those two seem like the only guys that are really backing it up at this point. What's good with BWA? I mean, will we see Stevens reach deeper into his bench and create more opportunities for the younger guys? Like, I get it. It is the preseason, but we've seen the majority of the minutes go to the bench guys, and they just haven't really, stepped up besides, again, the two Marcuses, Marcus Smart and Marcus Morris.
Well, I think it all depends, right? Like when Terry had his first 2 games off the bench, I thought he was just as effective. His efficiency was there. He wasn't forcing things. I thought Baines has been fantastic this entire preseason for what he's going to need to do. For me, the only guys that I would think would be main bench rotation players that have struggled are Tice and Semi. And I think Tice should give the benefit of the doubt because he's coming back from his knee injury. But the real shocker has to be Ojale just because, his shot looked so good in Vegas. He was making almost 3 threes a night. He was shooting 42% from deep. And you watch him now, and he's not shooting. He's throwing the ball, and he's thinking about it before he even shoots it.
Right. No, I've noticed that too. But you know what? You brought an interesting point up in your article about Yabusele. I'm going to let you explain it yourself, but he looked pretty good defensively.
Yeah, man, he's looked great. And I think people need to understand that it's not a stick, right? Like, when I watch Yabu play, my expectations are he rebounds, he defends, he knows where to be. If you look at what he's done so far this preseason, he's checked all those boxes. The only thing we haven't gotten is a 3. And obviously we know he can do that. So, I mean, everyone always says, well, the minutes are going to go to Tice. Well, let's not sleep on Yabu because he's got that big physical body where he can guard, maybe a 3 through 5. He can help stretch the floor. He knows where to be. I've been impressed with it, but, I'm a Yabu honk, so maybe it's a little bit biased.
Greeny wants to see that dab.
Greeny dabs, yeah. Right?
He wants to see that dab.
He does a simultaneous with him.
Hey, what's going on, Causeway Street listeners? We'll get right back to Greeny in a second, but I want to take this time to talk to you about Calm Bomb. The Calm Bomb is a high-quality CBD with ingredients that allow your pores to open for maximum CBD absorption. Now, Calm Bomb is 100% vegan, organic, cruelty-free bath bombs made in Boston. That's right, with premium ingredients. The bath bombs featured at Calm Bomb allow you to take care of yourself while supporting others through self-care is often seen as a luxury that benefits best for you. But in this case, you're also helping others. $5 of each box goes directly to families in need. And right now, if you head over to buybombshelpmoms.com, you can really help out a lot of families. $5 of each box goes directly to charity. Calm Bomb is now searching for crowdfunding partners. The donations are inexpensive and the rewards are long-lasting. And for a limited time, listeners of the Causeway Street Podcast can get Calm Bomb at a huge discount. Again, head over to buybombshelpmoms.com. That's buybombshelpmoms.com. Get yourself signed up and get yourself a bath bomb. Trust me, they're great. All right, let's get back to Greeny.
So, speaking of the young guys, I gave up on this guy after he was late and couldn't get to the draft or whatever he missed, all those preseason things.
Yeah, that's how short of a leash Sean has on
hey, I had a dissertation on that shit.
Across the street from the practice facility. What else do you want from him, bro?
He better not be fucking late. I'm just saying.
And he avoided the Patriots traffic
on
Sunday.
Yeah, great. Awesome. Walking across the street, I don't even know how that's a possibility. Either way, Robert Williams has looked good. We missed him in the Summer League. Obviously, for probably some disciplinary reasons. But Robert Williams, does he have a chance? I mean, when he was drafted, I loved the pick. Lost faith in him very quickly, but he's looked pretty good in the minutes that he's had. And is he someone that will? I mean, obviously, we're going to assume that he'll be on the bench for most games, maybe as a 12th player on the squad.
Roster,
but but is he someone that's going to be fighting for minutes from Tice, from Baines? This season, do you think he's going to be a contributor?
Well, I think it's important to remember to stay patient. I mean, this kid is so raw and so just pure athleticism. For me, I think he's going to get that Yabu treatment early where, he spends the majority of his time in Maine just to stay fresh. And then barring injury, I mean, they're only going to ask him to protect the rim, to rebound, and play defense. So, Brad will tell you, if you can defend first, he'll play you. So, I think they're deep enough with experienced bigs where they don't have to rush it. So if he only plays, 15, 20 games this year and, is a spot player in a blowout, I'm okay with it just because he is so important to the future if he really turns out to be legit that I'm perfectly fine. You don't want to get these guys playing too early and then they struggle and you ruin them. He doesn't have to be rushed into it. Now, if he balls out and plays in practice and earns that spot, I'll be happy with it. But for me, anything he gives you is gravy because they don't need him right away.
I just see him as a rim protector. I just watch him defensive end, and he just looks like he's stalking the ball for anyone coming in the lane. Like, I love that. I haven't seen that in a Celtics uniform probably since. Well, I mean, not Kevin Durant. I'll just say Tony Batiste, man. Like, seriously, okay, I haven't seen. I don't want to go, but I'm saying shot blocker, right? When was the last time we had a legitimate shot blocker?
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, that's why they got him.
So yeah. I think it's. I would say the last time we had someone like him was like those 10 games we had Sean Williams out of BC before he, smoked all that weed.
Yeah.
He was a pretty good.
Yeah, he was a
pretty good shot blocker, but
too, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Steamsma or something like that.
Oh, get the fuck out of here with Steamsma.
Yeah, like 5 blocks in one game, bro.
One game.
Up, man.
Yeah, okay.
He had an impressive stretch.
All right, Tommy.
He did.
Yo, Tommy called him what? They're like the next Bill Russell or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
I almost just called Robert Williams the next Kevin Garnett on accident, though. So I mean, I guess I can see how that would happen.
Preseason, bro. That's what
I guess
we got.
so.
All right, Dan. ESPN's Stephen A. Smith says that Anthony Davis wants out of New Orleans. According to him, he's the one with the inside scoop here. He says that he envisions the Celtics and the Golden State Warriors, shocker, because they just they don't have enough talent over there, chasing after Anthony Davis. If you're Danny Ainge, I think you know where I'm going with this. I mean, this is the words that a bunch of Celtics fans have been dying to hear for years now. If you're Danny Ainge, what are you willing to part ways with in order to make this trade work? Do you keep this team intact? I mean, obviously, I'm talking from a realistic factor here. Like, what will it take to get Anthony Davis? Are you willing to give up whatever it's going to take? Or do you think the Celtics are better off just keeping the team intact and seeing where the next couple of years take them?
Yeah, so I've blogged this a few times. I mean, maybe I'm in the minority, but for what it's going to cost, because you got to think, if you're New Orleans, you don't have to trade him anytime soon, right? Like, he has, I think, 2 more years after this, and then a player option. So the fact that we're even talking about trading Anthony Davis is kind of crazy because even if they know that he wants out, they don't have to do anything right now. So if I'm them, I'm asking for everything under the moon. I'm asking for both Tatum and Jalen. I'm asking for the Sacramento pick, and then you need to figure out how to make the money match. So you're probably going to have to include Smart. So for me, it's just. Anthony Davis, I think, makes $20-something million a year. It's just not worth it to make the money match when you could just wait it out. He'll hit the market when he's 27, and then by that time, Horford's money will be off your books. You can just pay the dude. So for me, I say don't even risk it. Don't blow up your team because then you're just the Pelicans of the East Coast, right? Like, great, you have Anthony Davis and maybe one more person, but you've gotten rid of your future, and I think the same thing for Golden State. They have the cap space to trade for Anthony Davis or to sign him outright. So I know Stephen A. Smith said that, but when you look at their roster and you look at their available salaries, unless they're going to trade, Kevin Durant for them, they literally can't make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, the only person that comes to mind is Klay Thompson. I just don't think that's enough. I mean, if you're New Orleans, you're like, I'm not just going to trade away our future for Klay Thompson and then take Boogie back, I guess. I mean, yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
Contract-wise, that doesn't even match because he's only making $5 million this year.
And the thing about the Celtics is there's no way a trade goes down without Tatum. So I'm with you. You might as well just wait it out, wait till he becomes a free agent because you just don't have enough chips to make them say yes at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's too early. At this point, the Davis rumors have been swirling for probably 4 years now. You didn't pull the trigger 4 years ago. Just now at this point, just wait.
Right. I think it's going to be like that. It's going to be like that all season because I also read about reports of the Lakers trying to trade for him as well.
Fine.
Because of this dude Davis signing with what's his name?
Clutch Sports. Yeah. So he signed with LeBron James's agency. Yeah.
So you're gonna hear rumors about that.
Right, but the problem with the Lakers are, their whole roster is, low money, expiring deals.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're in New Orleans, who do you want from that team? Okay, Brandon Ingram and Kyle Kuzma, I think make like $10 million combined. So you're not
like
even close.
$17 million short. Yeah.
And there's no way you take that deal. No way.
Right. So the Lakers are definitely a player if he hits the open market in 2 to 3 years. But the problem is like anybody that could be a potential trade partner isn't going to give up the combination of young talent. Like, great. If New Orleans says we'll take, Jaylen Brown and Al Horford, like maybe it's a different discussion, but they're not going to do that. So it's like for all these teams that are being listed as a trade partner, they just don't have the salaries to match what Davis makes.
Exactly. You have to get that third team involved. They just don't have the contract. And yeah, I think that would be in a hypothetical situation. If we're talking, the salaries don't necessarily matter. I think that's the best the Celtics could really do. At least that I would like to see them do. Rozier, Jaylen Brown, and the pick. I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm not putting Tatum on the table. Al Horford wouldn't get it done. I mean, that's pretty much where they're at right now.
I mean, realistically, the Celtics are probably the only team that they would want to trade with because of the young assets that are proven assets that can play right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's tough. The Warriors, like you mentioned, unless they want to trade Durant,
Philly,
and I don't know. Well, maybe Philly, but
yeah.
I mean, those
same
are two
suitors.
teams.
So the same suitors that were in the Kawhi sweepstakes will probably be brought up in the Davis sweepstakes. I mean, or the LeBron trade, whatever it's going to be. I mean, yeah, I don't think he's moving.
Right, but remember, the only reason the Kawhi trade happened was because there was a guy like DeRozan that had that right mix of talent and contracts that you could match it up. There's a reason why, he didn't get traded to, Philly or Boston or anything like that, because you have to give up multiple young pieces to match that same money. Whereas, the Kawhi DeRozan deals are somewhat similar, so it's much easier to package that together.
Real quick, where's Jimmy Butler going, in your opinion?
I think Miami.
Okay. They need like 3 teams to make that happen, right?
Dragic going to Minnesota?
Yo, he's definitely part of that deal. Yeah, no
Yeah,
question.
so I think Butler's at like 18 billion. I think they have contract because I look at what Minnesota needs, right? They want to get out of Teague's contract, so you got 2 point guards in Dragic and Tyler Johnson that makes decent money. You could throw in Whiteside if they want to get out of his deal. When Pat Riley sets his sights on someone in the trade market, I feel like, the other guys and the other offers out there aren't as appealing. And I just have this feeling that Riley is waiting in the wings.
All right. He is Dan Greenberg from Barstool Sports. You can follow him on Twitter at StoolGreeny.
I just did. I just followed him.
Man, I could talk. We could talk NBA for hours, man. So I appreciate you stopping by, man. We'll let you go at this point. We're like, 20 minutes over now? I appreciate it, though.
Oh, anytime, guys. Anytime.
Celtics win the championship?
Oh, man.
Wow. Still in there, huh?
Yeah, in 5.
Jesus.
Celtics in 5.
Celtics in 5. I like it.
Celtics in 5.
All right.
You heard it here
All right,
first.
we're going to talk to you in June, baby.
Later, man.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, guys.
Later. Man, sounds like Dutra.
Almost a sweep.
Yeah.
Almost a sweep.
Almost.
He gave.
Except for Dutra's got the Warriors this time.
Yeah, he gave the Warriors that one game.
He did. What?
He said Celtics in 5.
Yeah.
So it's something that you would say, but you're not going for the Celtics this year. You're saying the Warriors are going to win it.
All right.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, to go back to the Anthony Davis conversation, like, as much as I would love to see Anthony Davis on this team, regardless if it means giving up Jaylen Brown, giving up Rozier, whatever it takes, I just don't think New Orleans is that desperate right now. I mean, they don't. What's the rush?
That's not happening.
What's the rush?
No.
If he was going to be,
I think that trade is just a nice, sexy headline for ESPN.
well, no, my point is, if he was going to be a free agent come 2019, okay, now we're talking.
Yeah,
we're talking trade deadline.
The whole
We're
Clutch
talking
Sports
about
thing.
in a month or two, you can try to get a third team involved.
Yeah, when
whatever.
you bring up
Danny's got plenty of tricks to figure it out. But because he has 2 years left on his deal, this thing is they're gonna milk this for as long as they can.
Yeah.
That and him signing the Clutch Sports.
I think the
that's
Clutch
all.
Sports thing is
Yeah,
huge.
that's what-
I think LeBron going to LA is huge, and
it's
then
another narrative.
there's always been the Anthony Davis to LA rumors that have been out there. I mean, it hasn't been like no, I'm never going to LA. Like he's been
but they
talking
can't.
about
They
that for a
can't
while.
swing that deal anytime soon.
Yeah,
So
but here's the thing: is like
they have to wait. They're in the same boat as what we talked about with the Celtics. They have to wait until he's a free agent.
Yeah, but I don't think I don't think that. I think that they could probably, if they swapped, maybe Kuzma or something for some type of, like Greeny was saying, like a DeRozan type player. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
you know,
but those are the type of players that they want to put next to LeBron James because they don't have that guy. Like that's the
But
thing with
would-
these
you
Lakers.
would trade them
They don't
for-
have that number 2 right now.
you would trade Kevin Love for Anthony Davis. You know what I mean? Like you would trade.
He plays for the Cavs though.
I'm just saying the Kevin Love type player, the
That's
Dwayne
Cleveland,
Wade, that's Miami, right? No,
He's not on the Lakers, Sean.
you're killing me.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're
You know what I'm saying
Yeah,
though? Like
yeah.
the
He plays for the Cavs, though.
he's still on Cleveland. Jesus. All right. Fuck it. Take it away. Take it away, Joel.
Now, if
Take it away.
Minnesota wanted to do some shit like that,
Sean's like, fuck you guys.
if Minnesota wanted to do that, you know,
Maybe they trade Jimmy Butler.
Andrew Wiggins, Jimmy Butler. That's a different story. But
That's a scary team though.
yeah, that would be scary.
Jimmy Butler, LeBron James, Anthony Davis on the same team.
Nah, man, we're not talking about that. We're talking about Minnesota.
What? No.
Again,
Bada bing, bada
again,
boom.
LeBron plays for the Lakers. We're talking about Minnesota.
Yo, I need to read a fucking score sheet or some
Jesus,
shit,
man, what's going on with you, guy?
Catch
Pay
up,
attention.
Sean.
Catch up, man.
Next
Basketball
thing you're
season.
gonna tell me is DeMarcus is
Basketball
on the
season.
Warriors or some shit.
No, that would be crazy.
That would be insane.
I mean, you got less than 2 weeks to catch up, so we're good. And in other words, we're not fucking doing look ahead.
Yo, shut the fuck up.
No, we're not looking ahead.
Yo,
right now.
seriously.
There's
you know
one
what?
fucking preseason game.
There was a part in that interview where I was like, yo, if Sway had just looked ahead, he would have understood that it was not in fucking Cleveland. It was in Boston because I would have told him that on the podcast.
That's a good point.
Yo, I thought we were going to do it on Tuesday. No, you should have fucking known.
Greeny is like, what are you, stupid? It was fucking, they're playing at home.
Yo, I looked ahead, obviously.
All right. First of all,
Fucking Sway.
our listeners didn't hear that part of the conversation. That took place before the interview. So let me catch them up real quick. Originally, we were going to record our interview or this episode the same night as the Celtics game, right after. And then I realized, okay, they're at home, so I got to be at the Garden, so we can't record that night. And now Sean's trying to clown me because I would have known.
If you guys would remember last episode, when
I
I
would
was
have
trying to
known
look
that
ahead.
they were at home.
No, this whole thing.
But not a ways that was going on right now.
No,
Yeah,
this
exactly.
This whole issue started because you thought the game was actually going to be a good game, right, for the Celtics.
Yeah. Fuck the preseason, by the way. I'm glad we didn't let him fucking look ahead to that shit. Fuck the preseason.
Let who look ahead?
Us and our listeners.
Let yourself look ahead.
Even though I did. And in case you missed it. Speaking of in case you missed it,
Just threw it right in there.
I did.
Yeah.
Good segue.
So there's really nothing good about the preseason, huh?
No, the preseason sucks.
Hmm.
But you know, the only thing about so I'll say two things from the preseason so far. Two things. Gordon Hayward looks like a shell of himself, which is to be expected.
Normal. Yeah, it's normal.
Is to be expected. But
But he
I
can
will
jump,
say
though.
this.
At least he can jump.
I don't care. I will say this. Like, how long of a leash do we give this guy?
I think we answered
February?
that. I think we answered that last episode.
Yeah.
You said
No,
like
I'm
a
serious
though.
month. But that was
you said
that was really before we saw like seriously like Gordon Hayward.
It all
is
depends
being-
if they're winning. If
Hold
they're-
on, no.
But how did you not see this coming? I
hold
said this
on.
last week.
But I'm just saying, I didn't think that he would look as tentative and
He's not tentative. Dude,
Bro.
he's going to the rim. He's taking shots. They're just not going in.
I just don't like the way he's
and
playing.
Even though Steven said that he's not on a time restriction, quote unquote, he is on a time
Right,
restriction.
which I get, and I just think that there's one thing missing to his game, and that is the ferocity. You know what I mean? Like, just he's playing sort of. It's a preseason, and it is the preseason, right? So I'm I'm just saying, a little bit of a seed I'm gonna plant, right? Is if Gordon Hayward looks like the way he looks in the preseason and the regular season, we're gonna have a problem.
He's gonna look that way, Sean.
Right. No,
I'm
no,
telling you.
no.
He's gonna put up 12 points, 13 points the first 2 weeks of the season.
How many points did he put up in the preseason?
Combined 12, 13 points.
That's what I'm
all
saying.
day.
I'm saying.
Well, he did.
Well,
he
you're
did
obviously
almost foul out.
But this
at the
is
second
going to
game
be
of the
well,
preseason.
not even that. This is going to be different because
not-
he's going to
but
play
I'm not-
more. He's going to have more minutes.
So I'm not
over
talking
there.
about the stats right now. I'm just talking about the eye test. The eye test. I just don't think
I'm just
he's-
glad that he can run, he can jump. That's
Yes.
just me right now.
So that's what I'm saying. No, how long do we let that be the case? That's what I mean.
Again,
When do
I'm
we
gonna-
have to say you have to prove yourself?
Again, if the team is losing and he's playing like the way he's playing right now, then yeah, there's going to be a concern. But if they're winning, they're just like, well, as long as the team is winning and he's slowly coming along,
Yeah,
I
Sean,
don't have to rush.
Well, all right, well,
I don't
Sean,
know.
give
You
me-
still
give
got a
me-
$30 million contract to
Give me your best case scenario then. What's the ceiling for Hayward's in your eyes?
No, I expect Hayward to be back at an all-star level by the all-star break.
And what's the numbers?
Post all-star break. No, I don't even care about the numbers. The numbers are going to be a little bit skewed because he's on a team where you have Kyrie, Al,
That's what I'm
emerging
saying.
Tatum. But what I'm saying though is the guy that I'm seeing in the preseason isn't the guy that can take over a game. Even if Hayward isn't averaging the points, the assists, the rebounds that we're expecting him to, he still needs to be able to take over a game when he's on. He needs to have nights that he's on. You know what I mean? And I'm just hoping that it's not like a 8 to 12 points a night type of guy, and that's what we got. You know what I mean? That's what I'm worried about.
I'm thinking 12 to 14, honestly.
Right,
and,
but
and then at the end of the season,
that's a big difference between 8 to 12.
Yeah, that's true. Well, come April, if his average is at 14, whatever,
I'm not
don't
talking
be surprised.
about averages, though. I don't care about the averages for Gordon Hayward this year. I care about the eye test because the averages will be down because of the Celtics' talent and because he's coming off the injury.
Right.
But if there isn't a point in this season where he looks like the Gordon Hayward of old, then I'm very concerned about next season.
Well, you
and
want
about
that,
the $30 million that we have next season,
Yeah, but
and
his
the season
role-
after that,
Well,
and the season after that.
You want that guy.
His role's
So
gonna be different,
you want
though.
that option in the playoffs. I get what you're saying. You want to know that he's capable to go off when
Thank
he's
you.
when
Yes.
when he's hot.
Right now, he's a shell of himself right now, which I'm giving him. But how long does Boston and the media and the first losing streak? How long do we give
So
him?
you're giving him to All-Star break? You're
I'm
giving him to All-Star break because
I'm
I don't
saying-
believe you. I don't believe
I'm
one
saying
word
this.
of that.
I'm saying this.
I'm saying before Christmas you'll be like, "What the fuck's up with Hayward?"
Maybe
Like, that's going to
Christmas.
come out of his mouth.
But I'll say this.
You're gonna say that
As
like
long
the first week of the season.
I hope not. I hope not. I'm going to give you into December.
I'm trying to be
Soon-
as patient. I'm a Bostonian
That
fucking
first-
fan.
That first
you know
15
how
degree
I,
day.
You know how I
When
work.
Sean's not in
Yes.
a good mood. He's going to be like,
Yeah,
"Yo, what the
no.
fuck's up with Hayward?" Did you see that last game? Yo, he literally missed 7 shots in a row. Like,
The
he's not
moment,
even
the moment,
trying out there.
the moment Hayward has like his first haircut, he's gonna be like, "Yo, dude, I don't know, man. Hayward."
Oh yeah, it's cosmetic with Sean.
Yeah.
He looks at the other.
Yeah,
he looks outside
that's
the box.
that's the eye test for Sean.
That's the eye test.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I just
Yo, what the fuck, man? Why he's wearing high socks, man? Nah, man, I don't know about this guy.
body language.
Where's his
Body
head
language.
at? Where's his head at?
For
Where's his
Gordon
head at,
Hayward,
yo?
for Gordon Hayward, it's all about body language. Let me tell
website
you.
is?
Let me
Nah,
tell
man,
you
I don't
what
know about
comment sort of got me a little scared. Are you upset with the success that the Celtics are having?
Yeah. No, it was Hayward. It was on the Barstool Podcast.
Yeah, and Greeny, and he said,
We talked about this last episode.
yeah. No, that sort of bugs me. That bugs me a little bit. I've had a week to think about it, and it bugs me a
Let
little
that
bit
shit
because it's
marinate.
like, yeah, is he in? Is he in, or is he just like, I don't know. There's a lot going on with that dude, and there's a lot of question marks. I'm gonna be happy when they're answered, but I'm not saying that they're answered yet. I'm not gonna say because he's on the basketball court. It's like, yeah, we got Hayward back. Nah, man, I need to see old school Hayward. I need to see Hayward that puts up 40 points against the Celtics. I need to see Utah Hayward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you always balled out against the Celtics.
Always
That's
balled
true.
out against the Celtics.
That's true.
So I need to see that, and I want to see that by the All-Star break. Like, I'm not going to say he's going to average 20 points a game this year. I'm not saying that. But I need him to be a consistent contributor and a guy that's going to be putting up, on occasion, 30 points.
I think you keep a close eye on his efficiency numbers.
Mhm.
That's what it's going to boil down to. Because you know if a player's efficient, when it comes down to it, late in the stretch, late in the fourth quarter, against the best teams in the NBA, those guys will deliver when they need to.
Yeah.
It's all about efficiency.
Yeah.
And obviously, the outside shots, the open looks, I mean, he's been front rimming it like crazy, which is it's expected though. It's the first 3 preseason
I blame
games.
Scal.
He hasn't played this kind of basketball in over a year.
Scal
So,
was making him shoot those jumpers from the chair, bro. I blame him.
don't make me call up Art Rondo. Have him break that down.
Art, where you at, Art Rondo?
Only
Worst
diehard
interview.
Causeway Street listeners know about.
Worst interview in Causeway Street history.
Well, I think you should, maybe be shooting from a chair, but maybe not. I don't know.
He's probably like our best.
Yeah,
he's like our diehard fan right now.
Now he's unsubscribing. He's like, fuck Celtics tickets, man. I'm unsubscribing.
He listens every week. The 1 week his name gets mentioned, his eyes perk up.
What?
And
Rondo?
you just said that. And the worst part is he told all his friends to listen to it. They're all diehard fans now, and you just shat on them.
Worst interview we've ever had.
All right, just got weird in here. All right, let's let's shift gears a bit.
Hey, you brought up Art Rondo. I did
Let's
not.
get to our last segment.
You knew that was going to set me up.
The same way we end every single episode.
Art
here
Rondo was basically
at
fucking
the Causeway Street Podcast.
Gordon Hayward's ankle of the Causeway Street Podcast guests.
All right, Joel, what did we miss? In case you missed it.
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 J.R. Smith, who got a big-ass Supreme tattoo on his right calf earlier this summer.
Wait, what? What does that mean?
I'll tell you in a sec. Let me finish.
Supreme?
Supreme. It's a clothing line.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
That's what I needed.
Okay. He's a spokesman with them and with Nike. So he thought, I'm going to tattoo this, and it's like for both the brand.
Did they sell Supreme at EB Lens?
No.
What did you just say?
EB Lens.
Eblins?
I
Are you
don't
talking about Eblins?
I don't think it's Eblens. I think it's EB Lens.
Who says it like that?
Yo, I do. It's how you fucking
You
read
just said that with so much confidence.
it. Yeah, I drive by
Eblens,
it.
bro.
I drive by it every day. It's the biggest EB Lens sign in fucking Brockton. Right
Eblins.
there.
Eblins, bro.
Just stealing the Jordan logo.
Okay.
Right next to Shots. Shout out to Brockton.
So
Yeah,
the tattoo is on his right calf.
Eblens, really?
Did this earlier in the summer. Not Eblin, Supreme.
EB Lens.
It sounds like a fucking.
Has been
It
told.
sounds like Simple Contacts competitors.
It's like a fucking oil provider. EB Lens oil.
Smith has been told by the NBA to cover the ink or risk getting fined every game he doesn't cover it up.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? Eblens.
Stop. Supreme, bro. Supreme.
Supreme.
Wait, because of the Nike thing?
No.
Nike
it's Supreme.
affiliation?
No. Just the fact that it's a brand it's like self-branding. It's
No,
like,
but it's on his skin.
It's on his
Yo,
thigh.
why
It's
doesn't
on his calf,
Kyrie?
I'm sorry.
Kyrie's got a friend's tattoo.
All right, that's what I'm trying. Let me get to that in a sec.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Christ.
Okay.
Okay.
The Cavs.
Okay, Dad.
The Cavs have also enforced this league warning on JR about the tattoo. Okay. He posted a picture and a message.
What'd it say, bro?
It said Hennessy is life. That's what it said.
I would just guess that like 75% of NBA athletes have a brand tattooed on them.
So he says, I was informed today that I would be fined every game if I don't cover up my Supreme tattoo on my leg during games. These people in the league offices are something else. And he put a middle finger emoji.
Bird, huh?
Middle finger to the sky.
Middle finger to the sky.
Flip the bird, huh?
He also went on to say that he feels like the league is being a bunch of hypocrites because Gortat has a Jordan brand jump logo tattooed on his left.
Seen
calf.
that. I seen that.
Carmelo Anthony has a Warner Brothers tattoo
That's right. Yeah.
on his
Shoulder, yeah.
Even
Pops
though
out of his jersey all the
to,
time.
it's to celebrate
No,
quote
he-
unquote West
No.
Baltimore, but it also has to do.
He did
with
that
the
because he
brand.
wanted to be in the next Space Jam. That was a
He's
that's
gonna be one of the monsters.
exactly.
Okay.
Definitely one of the monsters.
Sounds like
Right.
that's a fact.
Okay, so and I quote: "They just said it's branding, but I'm the only person with brands on me, so it's more than that. I know that they know what the fuck. God damn it, Jay.
Well, Dre,
No,
JR's
it's fine. It's fine.
JR's
You're reading it verbatim,
basically
Joe. It's okay.
basically
It's okay.
illiterate, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
But to
Right,
give you that
basically-
pipe.
Basically, he's saying that because it's,
Not Joel has a paraphrase because JR doesn't know how to, JR doesn't know how to type.
basically,
Let us explain what he meant.
basically, Smith is saying, why is
Smith.
he getting singled out where there's other players in the league who have other brands tattooed on them?
Wait, so if it's
It's
on his thigh
stupid.
though, how is that being
It's not
exposed?
his thigh. It's not his thigh. It's
Calf.
his right
It's his
calf.
It's called the calf.
That's kind of weird. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm not a tat guy, but like
No, it's
I
not
would never
weird.
get a tat on my
Yo,
calf.
it's whatever. It's whatever. The guy's all tatted up. He's got leg sleeves, arm sleeves. Like, it's whatever. You know what? I have a big problem with that because there are way worse tattoos in the NBA that they just let happen. They've never stopped tattoos ever before.
Yeah, but
It's
since
never
when-
no like. But wait, hold on.
Since when does that get camera time though? Like
That's what I
not
mean.
on his face.
Like-
how who's gonna see that? Who's gonna look at his calf and be like, "Is that what I think?" You know what I mean? Like,
Unless he fucked up
who
and
notices that?
unless he fucked up and said like, "Hey, is it okay if I get this brand tattooed on my leg?" Then NBA was like, "No," and he still did it anyways. Then that's when
That's
he's an
completely
idiot.
different.
Like,
Well,
just
yeah,
get
'cause
the
he
fucking
did it-
tattoo.
yeah.
Don't tell no one anything about anything.
No,
and
but
then
that's-
Supreme rakes in the dough. Like,
But no, that's
EB Lens.
That's just it though. He he did it in the summer, and it's just now getting like recognized.
EB Lens.
Buy it at EB Lens. Supreme.
Yeah. No, I get it.
He did it in the summer, and it's just now getting
So who snitched?
attention.
Who snitched? Somebody
Exactly.
snitched.
Someone because
snitched.
someone probably took a picture of it and sent it to the league offices, or the league office is just monitoring his social
All right.
media.
Who did it? No. Who did it? No. It's got to be a teammate. Someone blew the whistle.
It's LeBron.
Someone who doesn't.
LeBron,
listen.
1000%.
Someone who
It's
doesn't
definitely LeBron.
LeBron's like, bro, that game one was crucial. If you fucking knew that we could have won that game, if you knew the score at the right time when you decided to try to run the clock out.
There's no reason why. There's no one else.
The series
in the
could have been different.
1,000% it's LeBron. LeBron's like, I know how I'm going to get this motherfucker back.
He claims because
make your money, JR.
He claims
and then I'll take it from you.
You know, he gets paid from Supreme and from Nike that it was like a cross.
See, is
promoting
this
thing.
Supreme muffler?
Yeah, gotcha.
Is it?
No,
Is George Foreman on his calf?
It's from EB Lens.
EB Lens?
That's what it is.
All right. Buy your Supreme gear at EB Lens.
To be more specific, it's a skateboarding clothing line.
I knew it. It's right at EB Lens. Buy that shit at EB Lens or Pac Sun.
Okay, so how does he proceed? He's got to erase it from his skin.
No, he's got to cover it. So
What's he skateboard, bro?
He's got to wear like
a sleeve you put on your arm.
Is he
put
a
on your
boarder?
leg. I don't know.
Is he rock
don't
the
know.
streets
I
of
don't know.
Cali
I
with the
don't-
board?
I don't know.
Long board, short board.
I hate to say this, but like when it comes to
He has
like,
a point,
roller
though. I think he has a
skates,
point.
kid.
I never thought I'd say
he
that.
1,000% has a point because I hate to say this, but out of all the leagues, when it comes to like what people can wear and stuff like that, the NBA is one of the worst. Like, let's face it.
Like, what if he
first
got
of all, they made him dress up, which okay, whatever you want. This is like what, almost 20 years ago. At this point, you're just used to it. But at the time, it was just like, okay, you want us to put our button up
you
on.
wanted to take that image of these bunch of quote unquote thugs that are like running the league and doing whatever the hell they want.
You don't want to see do-rags. You don't want to see the triple XL tees. Okay, that's fine.
The Tims and the baggy pants.
And
What about Kenyon Martin?
But now everything's like in reverse.
Hold on. And then they took away
Everyone has skinny
the
jeans.
headbands. Oh, you got to wear NBA headbands. You can't be wearing Nike and all
Rondo
that.
got fucked for that.
Yeah, Rondo got
and
exactly.
that's why he used to put it upside down, and then he just took it out completely because they said you couldn't wear the logo upside down.
Pussy.
And then now your tats
NBA,
aren't
Rondo.
up to par with what they want to see. Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
It's stupid.
You know what that is? Trump.
It's
That's
dumb.
some Trump shit, bro.
Sean loves just putting Trump's name on the things that he hates about life. It's
some Trump
Trump's
shit.
fault.
Go to EB Lens. Get your Supreme gear, all right?
Support JR.
Support JR. I love JR.
Now I think if he had tattoo like Hennessy, it would have been an issue.
Yeah,
right?
if he got a Hennessy tattoo with a rabbit on there, or like, wait,
Or marijuana.
there are mad people in the league with
what
like
if it was
a
a weed
Playboy
tat?
bunny.
What if it's a weed tat?
A
I
weed
guarantee you
tat.
they wouldn't get mad about that. And it's like,
Well, you remember
that's
when
something you should be
That's not
more
a-
mad
that's-
about
that's
than,
not a brand.
than a brand.
I watched a boxing match one time where the guy had an entire back tattoo of like 5-star poker on his fucking back.
It's not the NBA though.
That's a billboard.
That's a bill. Joe, fucking let him be. You have no rules in the CBA or anything about tattoos and branding.
Yeah, it's stupid. If you get a tat of anything you want, the NBA has no right to say cover it up. That's
Kyrie's
stupid.
got a friend's tattoo.
dumb.
Kyrie's got a friend's tattoo.
You just hate Friends. That's why you're.
I hate Friends. I don't think it's a good
But
tattoo.
it's not a
You want it
brand.
to be
Friends is
covered.
not paying him.
Yeah,
Friends is making some money off that shit.
No, they're not. They're not.
There
paying
are
Kyrie.
no 1,000%.
They're not paying Kyrie, bro.
1,000% that there are
So
friends.
bro, I think-
so the
I
cast
think-
members get money off of syndication episodes and Kyrie's tat.
Kyrie
Yeah,
Kyrie
that's what it
opens
is.
up basketball fans that have never watched Friends and be like, he's got a Friends tattoo. What's this show? I'm a diehard Kyrie fan. He likes Friends.
No.
Well, I'm gonna watch Friends. Ross is
Normally,
so funny.
I would drop.
Joey, what are you doing?
I would drop a conspiracy theory song for that, but that is the most idiotic thing I've ever heard. you
I'm
say.
just saying, if Friends
Really?
is
Real
allowed,
talk. Really? I think it's top 10. I don't know.
No.
He said some shit.
I've said a lot
Sean
of
has
stupid
said some
shit. This
I
is-
said one of
not
the
even-
most.
Maybe
I didn't say the most. I said one of the most.
if J.R. Smith is
Joe not gonna make a list one day.
Seriously, I'm gonna find a top
Listen,
10 crazy
no,
shit.
No.
that Duchess
I
comes up with.
would bet. I would put $100 million. I would put a lot of money down on the fact that Friends makes more money off Kyrie's tattoo than Supreme would make off this
How
stupid
could
J.R.
you even
Smith
prove
tattoo.
something like that.
I don't. It's unprovable. It's why I can make the claim.
All right, what else did we miss? Because JR just got like 25 minutes of this podcast.
NBA.com has released their yearly GM survey results. And guess who the best coach in NBA is according to the survey?
Mr. Stevens.
No, I'm gonna guess Quinn Snyder.
Negative. Brad Stevens.
Oh,
There we go.
nice.
You
That's
didn't
fact.
have any effect to when I said Stevens.
I know.
I was surprised. I didn't expect that.
Dwayne Casey.
Does he even have a job right now?
No,
No, that's why.
That's what I thought.
That's why I'm laughing right now. That's
Dwayne Casey, Coach of the Year.
Coach
baby.
of the Year has no job right now. Wow. Great job, NBA. Great job. So, I don't know. Take that for whatever it's worth. I mean, obviously they have the Golden State Warriors winning the whole thing, but second place is the Celtics. 7% of GMs think the Celtics going to win.
Yeah, I don't really like these.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Guess who they have winning Rookie of the Year?
Markel
Nothing to do with the Celtics,
Fultz.
but, you know.
Bagley.
Markel Fultz, no.
Markel Fultz will be a candidate for Rookie of the Year.
Simmons again.
Didn't make the list. I'm sorry.
He'll be a candidate for Rookie of the Year, though.
Simmons.
No,
No, Bagley.
You said Simmons?
No, I said Bagley. No,
Oh.
I'm joking.
Oh, wait. I got it.
I think he's going to get it, too. Go ahead.
I got it. Well, now you make me think of my
I
thing.
know, but then you're on the
He
spot.
didn't have it. Now he's thinking about it.
Yeah.
He's just saying.
Think of somebody random.
I don't really like this pick.
I know, but I know. That's why. That's why I think
All
you
right.
have it.
It's not the dude that went to the Magic, is it?
No.
All right, good. Then
Oh, I know who it is.
Who?
Doncic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Luka.
People love that dude.
Luka Duka. Yeah.
People love Luka.
Yeah, I like Luka Doncic, especially on that Mavs team, bro. It's gonna be great.
I don't know. I'm going with Bagley. I think Bagley's.
I think Bagley's a real deal. I also
He's
think
gonna have a better season than
No,
Ayton.
I think Aiden's gonna have a beast of a season.
What?
Yes.
So were you just trying to bust Tim's balls that night? Because you were
He was
completely
no.
against
You know why?
Ayton.
Because he was mad because he lost money, right?
Yes, I lost
that's
a
why.
lot of money on
Yeah, that's
Aiden.
why.
Why'd you lose money on Ayton?
Yeah.
You fucking.
If you're not realized by now, a lot of his feelings towards like players,
They're personal.
it's personal.
This is personal
No,
laws.
here. No, okay. I will explain.
Yeah, explain this to me.
I will explain. I will explain it.
Because you hated that guy.
No. I never hated him. Never hated him.
He's like, I was clear not to use that word.
I said, in the big moments, he quivers. Okay? But I don't think the Suns are going to have a lot of big moments. So I think he's going to be the best rookie on a team that wins 25 games. And he just averages maybe like 19 and 12. I think that's Rookie of the Year candidate.
All right.
19 and 12 for Aiden, Rookie of the Year candidate. Where, you know what? If Bagley will be doing the same damn thing in Sacramento, though. So who the fuck knows?
That's what I'm saying.
But I just think Ayton.
Oh, the Magic are going to be
if
great.
Booker's-
So I
if-
guess Luka does have a chance.
Yeah, look, Mavs are going to be good.
Good? Not going to be that good.
Mavs will be way better than the Suns and the Kings.
Yeah, way better,
They might
but-
battle for that AFC, but I don't know if they'll get it.
No, they'll battle.
No, I'm saying they'll battle.
Oh, they'll battle.
Okay.
Oh, they'll battle.
They'll be like the Nuggets of last year.
Not even. They're going to finish like 10th.
Okay.
You know what? This conversation will continue itself next episode. when we do our season preview, our annual season preview.
Hell yeah.
Little
All right.
teaser for you.
Who do you think the league predicted is going to be the best defensive team in the NBA?
The Detroit Pistons.
Negative.
It's not 2004.
Damn it. I've been wrong for 12 years. No,
Celtics.
16.
Utah. 45% of the league GMs.
Okay.
think
Gobert?
that's gonna be Utah. Boston at 34%.
That's going to be a fun team to watch. You know what? Another team that's going to be a fun team to watch is the
Denver.
Nuggets. Yeah.
I love
Nuggets.
Denver. I love Denver's squad.
Oh, man. I can't wait for it.
Even though I think
wait for next week's episode.
Even though
We
I
got a lot
think
to talk about.
Jokic is, you know what I'm pissed about? You know what I'm a little pissed about? I've been on the Jokic is overrated bandwagon for like 2 years now,
Yeah, you've been leading that shit.
and now all of a sudden I see it's building steam. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like just as I'm buying into Jokic, now everyone's saying they're overrated.
the best coach to make in-game adjustments.
Oh, Brad
Brad
Stevens.
Stevens.
No question.
53% of the league said Brad
Are
Stevens.
you kidding me?
Yeah, obviously.
Yo, just out of a timeout, Brad is that guy.
All right,
Pop got 13%.
well, Pop. What about Quinn Snyder?
Wait, he was second place?
Second place.
Second
Pop.
place was 13 compared to
13%.
53. Jesus.
Yeah.
A lot of coaches in the league, man. 53% of the 30 coaches. That's fucking huge.
That's what I'm saying. But the
Huge.
fact that the second place was at 13%, that's... Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at math. All right, Drew, what else you got?
13% is a lot too.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
One last
Yeah.
one. Best head coach with defensive schemes.
Brad Stevens.
We're just
I mean,
saying
what the
that.
fuck? Just fucking.
Hold on.
These are weird fucking things now. What the best head coach with when he's peeing in a urinal? Yeah.
You were going to say that.
Killing me.
Okay, hold on.
Best head coach when
Best
he
coach with,
when
like,
it's
the best
Tuesday
tie.
in October.
Popovich. Thibodeau.
Quinn Snyder, 33%.
Hey, Quinn! That's what I'm talking
I
about.
should have known that because
Knew
you're,
Brad Stevens,
Quinn.
30%. Popovich, 30%.
I'm
again.
telling you, I like Quinn Snyder as a coach. I do like Quinn
Oh,
Snyder
yeah, me
as a
too.
coach.
I'm a fan.
I liked him at Mizzou. I liked his weird hair at Mizzou. He never had a good player at Mizzou, but he made those teams okay. And then all of a sudden, is he a Pop guy now? Did he come up through Pop system, or who did he come up through?
No, he came up through...
Yeah, well, you're looking that up. Team that's most fun to watch, Golden State at 60%. Number 2 was
Oh, of course.
Celtics with 17%. Then Houston at 7%. Philadelphia tied with them.
No, he came up through the Hawks.
I knew it was the Hawks. I had a feeling it was the Hawks.
So what? Fucking what's his name? With the dude with no
Budenholzer?
fucking eyebrows? Woodson?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Woodson.
The Hawks, huh?
Woodson, isn't he? Is
I
he
almost
assistant
said
coach
that.
with Doc now?
Oh no, I think you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah,
is with
with
Doc.
Doc,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of
Frizzell.
You're thinking of the
They
redhead
sort of
dude,
look
right?
All right, let's go. In case you missed it, what else we got?
All right, in case you missed it, Kyrie Irving has apologized for saying that the world is flat. Didn't realize all the hoopla was going to create. He regrets saying it.
It's the worst conspiracy theory to start your conspiracy theory to.
Well,
Why couldn't he just come out and say Stevie Wonder was blind? Seriously.
you're the only person that thinks that.
Yeah, it's not much better, Sean.
No, way better, because guess what? You can't fall off the earth.
Well, it's funny you say that, though.
Oh.
Because guess who says that Kyrie shouldn't have apologized for his earth being flat theory?
Jaylen Brown.
The truth.
Stevie Wonder?
Former Celtics captain and legend, Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce is a
Paul
flat
Pierce.
earther?
Paul Pierce. And I got a clip.
All right, Paul.
I apologize when the earth is flat. Everyone knows this.
Everyone does not.
It takes me.
We live in a time where people
The earth is
saying
flat.
that the truth is
if
not
I
the
get on
truth
an
is a problem.
airplane
Can you please
and
show
I
him
fly
because he's
across the
making a
country, if the
demonstration.
earth is spinning, it shouldn't take me that long, right? It shouldn't take me 12 hours to fly to China if the earth is spinning.
How
I should
long
go
do you
straight up
think-
in the air, and if the earth is moving on its axis, I should just land in China.
Let me ask you
in
a
less
question.
than an hour.
I'm going to indulge this. How long?
I mean-
how long? And a day is 24 hours, right?
A day, so we say.
How long do you think it takes to go from day to night? About 12 hours?
If I take off, I should be able to get to Russia in 1 hour if the earth is moving 1,000 miles per hour.
All right. I need to talk to Paul Pierce and see what he thinks about Stevie Wonder.
He's like, oh, I was hip to that a long time ago, man.
I
met him. He told me he's not blind.
Let's get Paul Pierce on the podcast.
Dude, I've been trying. I really have been trying.
How have you been trying?
Trust me, I've been reaching out.
Yeah. How the fuck have you? No. I want to hear this.
No, I've been reaching out.
What other avenue can you reach out? What do you think? How he's been trying?
I'm just wondering.
It's 2018, man. Social media messages. I might have an avenue. We'll see.
Stay tuned for the next episode.
Yeah, the truth might surprise you.
Oh.
Okay, here's the thing
Yeah,
about.
if anybody has an avenue, it's you.
Here's the thing about Paul.
I got Antoine Walker.
When you start balling up a piece of paper and you got a pen and you try to like explain it on camera, no matter what you say, it's gonna look horrible. Like you can't.
Just
you
him trying to
can't just
explain it.
start explaining something like that on the jump on ESPN. Like,
In his mind, he thinks the Earth is like constantly like spinning. Like when you spin a ball on your finger, on like a basketball on your pointer finger, he thinks that's how the world works. Like,
But
that's
it's
how it spins.
still round.
You know, it's
see,
that's true.
See,
But-
now we're going down this hole right now.
Yeah, but you're right. But because
Everything's
that's
constantly
happening.
spinning.
Yeah, he thinks because everything's constantly spinning, you should be able to get from one place to another, especially in an airplane, quicker. So he thinks because it takes you 12 hours to get to Russia, that the Earth is flat. That's his theory. If you didn't get that from the clip.
I mean, all I'm going to say is I just don't think the Earth spins as fast as a basketball.
Well, that's what he thinks.
Like-
He thinks the Earth spins at like that 1,000 miles per hour. That's what he said on the clip.
You know what? Let's do our
He
research.
thinks it should take like 2 hours to get from New York to like Russia.
Let's do our research
Here-
and then we'll come
here's
back.
no.
I
no.
think you
no.
should stick
By the way,
the ball, right?
It was Mike Brown I was thinking of.
Mike Brown.
That's what I was thinking of. I thought that was a coach with Doc. Go ahead.
Worst coach ever. Either way, Kyrie,
I thought he was on Doc's team.
Kyrie, even if the Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, it's not fucking flat.
No, that's not.
Just get on my
that's not what
get on
Kyrie
my
said.
shit, Kyrie.
That's not what
Get on
Kyrie
my
was saying,
shit.
though. That's
Get
not
on my
what Kyrie-
shit.
that's not what Kyrie
Stevie
said.
Wonder is not blind.
That's not what
Stevie
Kyrie's
Wonder is
saying,
not
though.
blind.
You want to say that to Paul, not to Kyrie.
No, I don't
Kyrie's,
care.
Kyrie's never broken it really down the way Paul tried to.
No, see the
Well,
thing
no,
is,
his whole thing was just do your research. That he did a
Yeah.
lot of research, just like we all have that phase. No,
Yeah.
am I speaking for myself here? Where
About you thought the world
I've
was
done my
flat?
research
no,
on Stevie
no,
Wonder.
no. When you start exactly, you did your research on that.
I got
Stevie
you.
Wonder
I
is
was
not
a
blind.
huge loose change / 9/11 conspiracy theory. Like, yeah,
down there, right?
we can get into that a whole nother time off air.
Jesus.
I would just edit that shit out.
You guys want to hit me up?
Yo, when Sean doesn't
what
want
do
to
you-
talk about it,
What do you mean?
that means something.
Yo, everyone, that's a thing.
It's the worst one.
How is that the worst one?
Just like even if it is a conspiracy, you just don't want to believe it. Like
Well,
Stevie
blame
Wonder.
Sean. A lot of question marks.
Stevie
What
Wonder.
happened that day? A lot of question marks.
No, see, I enjoy the conspiracy theories like Stevie Wonder's not blind. Like,
No, but see, that's
I also,
ridiculous. Like,
I also,
9/11 is
no,
more
I also,
legit. It's
I
like-
also, here's
Come
another
on.
conspiracy theory. Celtics conspiracy theory. I actually think that Markieff Morris is on the Celtics right now. I think that when the Suns traded Marcus Morris
Oh, here
away
we
from
go.
the Suns,
See, this is why you're not supposed to do this.
That Markieff and Marcus looked at each other and said, you know how we're going to fuck them up? You know what? Marcus said, I'll stay here, bro. You go to Detroit. And Markieff Morris, who at the time was the better Phoenix Sun. He was the better player in the NBA. Went to Detroit, where they thought they were getting Marcus Morris, but they ended up getting Markieff Morris, who ended up scoring 20 points a game. And now all of a sudden, Markieff is living this life in Detroit, gets traded to the Celtics under the name Marcus Morris, while Markieff Morris, the
dude, you are wasting time in my life right now.
Markieff Morris.
What is this?
Basically, the Twins switched spots after the Suns fucked them over.
That's all you
They had a deal that said we're gonna be twins, right? We're gonna stay on the same team. The Suns were like, yes, of course. Then when they traded Marcus, the Twins said, you know what? Marcus will stay. Markieff will go.
All right, Sean, can you explain one thing to me though?
Yeah,
real quick. How did Flight 93 just completely disappear?
Oh my God!
Come on.
Yo, Flight 93 did not completely disappear.
What? Did you see a fucking chair from that plane? Did you see a wing? Did you see an engine? You saw a hole in a random field.
If it did disappear, it would have been the plane that was lost
Paul Pierce.
in the ocean over in Japan that was lost forever. And then all of a sudden
go down
they started,
that route too. See,
I'm telling you,
round and round we go.
There is a reason why I don't like flying. I am just going to say that.
Or at one point we're going to fall off.
That's right.
Paul Pierce.
That's right.
All I know is this.
I'm sorry if you're still listening. Go ahead.
No, this dude's glued to the speaker right now.
Today, we experienced the biggest...
Or the day we recorded this episode, but yeah.
October 3rd, we experienced the biggest sham in fucking the entire world's history, where all of a sudden... fucking President fuckface Trump decided to just text everybody.
All right,
texted everybody at the same fucking time, which basically you don't think
wasn't him. Number one, that wasn't him.
That was the Russians. It was the Russians. The Russians able to text everybody on the goddamn phone. No, this is
where can people find us?
This is why, you know what? You brought this in. You brought this in. You want to go on this? Today, if you didn't have your phone off at 218, you are now a Russian. You are a Russian citizen.
You got anything else?
Thank you, Paul Pierce, once again. And that is it for this conspiracy theory edition of
In Case You Missed It.
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 You can find us.
I also think there was a conspiracy theory of why fucking
why not?
Why didn't we look ahead today, bro?
Here, you know what? I got this. I got it from here.
All right,
you know
cool.
where you can find us? You can find us at the Harp. The hours before tip-off.
Not a conspiracy theory.
October 16th. That's facts.
That's facts.
Facts.
Hashtag
That's cold, hard facts.
Facts.
As cold as the mountains they brew Coors Light on.
We're at the Harp. 6 o'clock.
The way Marcus Morris told Tristan Thompson that the Cleveland Cavaliers suck.
Markieff, you mean?
We're at the Harp. October 16th. All right, right across the street from TD Garden. Getting you psyched up for this home opener between the Celtics and the 76ers. Come through, kick it with us. We'll have also a bunch of other free prizes, but our grand prize, of course, is 2 tickets to the home opener.
How do you win them? How do you win them?
This is exactly how you win them, Sean. You subscribe to our podcast wherever you listen to the Causeway Street Podcast. This excludes YouTube. You take a screenshot of that subscription, send us the image on Twitter, and you are automatically entered to win a free pair of tickets.
It's basically bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom.
Causeway Street.
Subscribe, screenshot, tweet. That's it.
Then you come down to the Harp. You chill with us for a few minutes.
You might have a beer or two with us.
On us, of course. And you get a free pair of tickets. Head across the street.
On Nick.
Who's buying those beers, bro?
Head across the street. TD Garden. And you'll take in the home opener between the Celtics and the 76ers. Bang, bang! There you go.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. I'm one of those guys where if you buy me my first beer, I'll buy your next 7. You know what I mean?
Yo, Sean definitely is one of those guys. You're right.
You can also head to causewaystreet.com to listen to every episode of the Causeway Street Podcast.
Yeah, listen to all of them.
All I know... We got into it, but 10 years from now, Markieff and Marcus are going to unshield your eyes. It's going to happen.
We up out of here. Later, guys. Until next week.
Peace. Celtics win the championship?
Yeah, in 5. South in 5.